Right now, the fiscal cliff is looming, and Republicans and Democrats are locked in a stalemate. President Obama demanding higher tax rates for the wealthy and a permanent extension of the debt ceiling be part of that deal. Republicans saying they're open to raising tax revenue, but only in exchange for deep spending cuts.
It's very important that we get this done now, that we don't wait.
He showed what he's really after is assuming unprecedented power to spend taxpayer dollars without any limit at all.
Meetings this week ended with no sign of progress. Always investigating, 7 News reporter Mark Stewart tracking down Colorado lawmakers, asking for specifics on what they're doing to avert the crisis, Mark.
And Teresa, if there's any work being done, it is not happening in Washington. All day we've been checking with congressional staffers, and a majority of Colorado lawmakers are back here at home for a long weekend.
I believe that now's the time to come together and create a budget and deficit reduction plan on a bipartisan basis.
Yet Democratic Congresswoman Diana DeGette wasn't promoting her ideas in the halls of Congress. Instead, at a press conference on her home turf in Colorado, far from her colleagues on the other side of the aisle.
Today I met with businesses in Sterling, Colorado.
DeGette isn't alone. Republican Cory Gardner is also spending the weekend back home in the West, meeting with constituents. Why not sit face to face with your colleagues from the other side of the aisle over the weekend and have those discussions if this is so dire?
Well, it's certainly just like you and I are having a conversation over Skype. We're having conversations with our colleagues across the country, whether it's a cell phone, an email, or a video conference. And so just because you're not in Washington, D.C. doesn't mean that we're not in constant contact.
7 News checked with all 7 Colorado members of Congress. At this point, we can only confirm Republican Mike Coffman spent Friday in Washington. As for what they did earlier in the week, we asked every lawmaker for their specific schedules. Instead, we were given summaries, noting meetings with party leaders and constituents. And we wanted those specific schedules so we could hold lawmakers accountable, but they are not required by law to make them public. Live in Denver tonight, Mark Stewart, 7 News.